There's excitement at Gate E9. From snippets of overheard conversations, it seems half the terminal is headed to the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas. It's dinner time, but my appetite is completely overshadowed by anticipation. In just hours, I'll be seeing Aptera's production intent vehicles and meeting fellow enthusiasts face to face. Hi, my name is Bill, and welcome to Chasing Aptera, where I chronicle the trials, tribulations, and presumably joys of acquiring, transporting, insuring, and living with this unique solar electric vehicle. From my room on the 33rd floor, I have to admit the view is pretty impressive, but I don't have time to waste looking out a window. I have some special people to meet for breakfast. Here I am at the Main Street Station Buffet with Steve from the YouTube channel Aptera Owners Club, along with a few of his subscribers who, like me, are huge fans. You'll want to check out his coverage of the event. I'll link to his channel below. The crowd is impressive. There's already a long line waiting for a chance to sit in Apollo, Aptera's show vehicle with full interior and exterior made from the same parts that will go in the production vehicles. To get a really good view, I highly recommend you check out Roz Giandeep's 360-degree video where you can use your mouse to drag around and see every nook and cranny. I'll link to it below. Naturally, I took a turn sitting in the vehicle. 2 turns, actually.
All right, there you go, man.
All right. Oh. Jason Hill's design checks all the boxes when it comes to beauty, comfort, and efficiency. Aptera had 1,000 complimentary CES tickets to give away and gave away every last one of them. So there were a lot of Aptera fans at the show. We are a passionate bunch. Take William Streckfuss, for instance.
My name is Mr. Streckfuss, rhymes with breakfast, and I'm a middle school math teacher who's been promoting the Aptera for over 20 years. And I think this really should happen. I've been trying to get my kids excited about it for 20 years. Originally, it was going to get 350 miles per gallon. I think it was going to have a small diesel engine, but then economy and everything. But now, everything they've been doing with the electric and the solar, they've mixed it together, and now they're going to be able to get 40 miles of range every day. So that really excited me too. I was like, 40 miles of range. And since I'm a math teacher, I really like the numbers. Here's some numbers, okay? 75% of the people drive less than 30 miles a day. So 75% of the people who buy one of these will probably never have to plug it in unless they go on a long drive. Those kind of numbers, I think people are going to be excited about that. That half the people who buy one of these may never have to plug it in. It's a perfect vehicle for people who live in an apartment. What really excites me is how the middle part of the center part of the car, when you look at it, that has a zero drag. That has zero drag. The only part of the car that has a drag are the wheels. The wheels on the outside and the wheels and the wheel on the third wheel in the back. The center part of the car has zero drag. This car, I think, can change the world. I really believe that if we could get the American people on board about efficiency, this car is going to go viral. Well, first of all, it also goes 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. It's going to be fun to drive. The reason I became an investor was the CPC. They do the carbon fiber molds, and it's the same company that makes Lamborghinis and Ferraris. And like the same company that makes the bodies for Lamborghinis and Ferraris is making the Aptera. I'm like, oh my God. So it's a supercar that never has to be plugged in. I mean, that's crazy to me. I'm just, if you can't tell, I'm really excited about this.
The engineers, marketing people, and co-CEOs were on hand to talk with everyone. Co-CEO Chris Anthony was handing out bags with small 3D printed Aptera models. Each had a note saying the mini Apteras were printed and cleaned by Chris and his kids over the holidays. LG will supply batteries for Aptera, the companies announced on Wednesday. LG, Aptera, and CT&S signed a joint memorandum of understanding. CT&S is the Korean company that is setting up the equipment to build Aptera's custom battery packs. Aptera used their performance test vehicle, named Hermes, to give media representatives rides during the convention. I was hugely disappointed that my little YouTube channel didn't rate a ride in Hermes, but quite a few videos were made from inside the vehicle driving through the streets of Las Vegas. One that I enjoyed was made by the Ninjineer, which I'll link to in the description below. It should be noted that thanks to the Nevada sun and Aptera's solar panels, Hermes often left and returned with the same level of charge or more. On Thursday, I thought I would check out the CT&S booth inside the convention center. What's this? It's completely empty. Have they gone home? Nope, they're all at the Aptera booth giving a presentation to their Korean partners and investors. I'd like to report on it, but the speeches were mostly in Korean, and well, I don't speak Korean. Next, I took a look inside the convention center to see other mobility-related offerings. There was a personal helicopter, an Italian-made car that had some features similar to Aptera, like wing doors, a three-wheeled multi-purpose electric vehicle, a couple of self-driving vehicles, and a four-legged robot that, well, didn't do a whole lot. That's just a tiny sampling of what CES had to offer. In the evening, Aptera had their after-party, and it was packed. The engineers gave their perspectives about working at Aptera and answered questions from the audience. There was a raffle for rides in Hermes, and no, I didn't win a ride. Despite the disappointment, it was a fun ending to a memorable few days. It was mentioned that Aptera plans to visit all 50 states this year. Maybe I'll have a chance to get a ride when they get to Georgia. Speaking of getting to Georgia, Mother Nature had other plans. Atlanta was experiencing something rare, a snowstorm that brought the city to a standstill. My 7:30 p.m. arrival on the 10th turned into a 2:30 a.m. landing on the 11th, followed by an adventure finding an Uber brave enough to navigate the icy roads. I finally made it home at 3:30 a.m., exhausted but still buzzing from the week's events. All in all, it was quite an adventure, and I hope you'll join me on future adventures chasing Aptera.